Hi, I'm Zach, and in the just over 2 years in running this channel, I've reviewed over 400 pieces of gear, and I'm rounding on 400 videos posted on this channel. And in that time, besides just bags, I've been exposed to all types of different travel gear, and all of it has brought a unique kind of usefulness to my travel situations. And in all that time, testing all that gear, putting it through its paces, taking it on different trips, using it in my EDC, I've come across the tiny travel essentials. Not everything you bring on your trip needs to be some huge object. A lot of them can be really small, and all of these 11 small objects bring something special to the table. So let's take a look at each of these and how they could potentially fit into your travel setup. First up, let's take a look at one of the most used, oldest pieces of kit in my collection, and that's the Hero Clip. If you're someone that watches bag tubers and travel channels in general, I'm sure you've seen the Hero Clip before. But it's just a really nice little carabiner that you could use as a carabiner to hang your hat, hang an extra sweater, hang a water bottle from your bag. But this one also unfolds to have a little hook on the end with a little rubber nub, so you can actually hang a bag on the side of a table. So say you had a sling bag and you just needed to hang this off the side of a bar when you're sitting at a cafe or a bar or something, and you want to hang this off a table. You have that right there. It can hang right on the edge of a table. Or if you're at a bathroom that doesn't have a hook on the back of the bathroom stall door, this is a great option for that. You can hang this right off the door. I find 1,000,001 uses for this thing. It's so small. It basically has come on every trip that I've ever gone on for the last 2 years. No matter what type of bag I'm bringing, for a backpack, a sling, a tote bag, anything, the Hero Clip is an absolutely essential part of my kit, and I've been using this one for years. Never had any issues with it mechanically. And I highly suggest you pick up a Hero Clip just to have in your collection. Next up, another thing that comes with me on every single trip is the Nanobag. And I know I did that video where I tested it against the Peak Design bag, the Peak Design Packable Tote. And in that video, I decided that I liked the Peak Design Packable Tote better. But honestly, over time, I've come back to the Nanobag as my go-to. It's such a tiny, lightweight little packable tote that's 19 liters. And yeah, it's a super lightweight material, but it's also super strong. So this is so great. It crumples up so small, fits into the palm of your hand. You can throw it in any sling bag, any backpack. Really useful for grabbing groceries or going shopping for souvenirs or anything you might need some extra storage for. And the reason I've chosen this over the Peak Design is one of my commenters a long time ago made a point about the Peak Design where the material feels stronger than this, but it actually held up worse. When I put anything boxy into the Peak Design, whether it be like a box of Cheez-Its or a carton of milk or anything that has an edge to it, it started to damage the material of the bag. It started to wear it out, develop holes in it, stretch it out. Even for stuff like a box of crackers, it's kind of insane to me that it affects the Peak Design Packable Tote in such a way where it brings damage and marks to it. So I really didn't like that. Whereas this, that on the surface looks like it would be a lot less durable, is actually way more durable. Loading it out the exact same way as the Peak Design, loading it with pointy shaped objects, I've never had an issue. Never had a hole, never had a mark on it. I'm going with the Nanobag from here on out. I think the Nanobag is the perfect packable tote. Next up, we have some 2 key pieces that I always bring with me on every trip. The first is this Sea to Summit packable clothesline. You know me if you've watched any of my videos about how to pack into any bag, any of my sink laundry videos. That sink laundry is how I pack as minimally as I do and fit into personal item only backpacks. And this is a really long clothesline where you have a hook on one end and you can kind of hook this to itself and tie it around any object and secure it. You also have that hook on the other end. Tons of line here to hang up your sink laundry to dry in any hotel or accommodation. And then it also has these little beads on it so you can like hang your clothes on it, and you have 2 different layers of line here. You put your clothes in between and you can secure them in place with these little beads, and then you don't even need clothespins or anything like that. And then when you're done with it, you just stuff it back into this little pocket here. Fits back in here super easily. And then you can just button it closed. And it's like the same size as the Nanobag. So if I pack that Nanobag back into itself, again, super easy to pack away, just like the clothesline. Just kind of stuff it into itself. Really easy to pack it back away into its little cinch sack. And as you can see, the Sea to Summit clothesline is like the same size, so they're both very pocketable. And this lives in my DOP kit. And the other thing that lives in my DOP kit that I love and I've been using for over 2 years now is the Matador FlatPak soap case. And this thing is like a little tiny dry bag. And then you put your soap inside, and it seems really simple in concept, but the reason that this is something special is because of that dry-through technology that Matador has, where it's a waterproof little dry bag, but it lets enough air in without leaching any water outside of it into your bag or anything. You can let your soap dry on the inside of this case. So if you're moving between accommodations and you don't want your wet bar of soap to get all slimy and gross, put it in here and it can still dry through here while not leaching any water on the outside. Super durable. I've been using the same one for over 2 years and it works just perfectly, fits any regular size bar of soap, and it's an absolute essential in my DOP kit. And then I've really loved these Davek packable umbrellas. This is the Davek Mini, and I got it in this Kelly green colorway because go birds, if you know, you know. If you take this little sleeve off, you can see how small this packs down to. It's so tiny, fits easily into like a side water bottle pocket or any small pocket in a backpack. And if you open it up, you get yourself a full-sized umbrella, and I love the shape of the outside of this umbrella, how it kind of comes down to these points. It has nice visual interest to it. Super big, really useful to bring with you. Nice little handle here. Then when you're done with it, you can just close it up. Close it into itself. And then that gives you the little common Velcro closure that they always give you on umbrellas to wrap it up. You just wrap it super tight here. There you go. And then you can just put it back into its little carrying case. Fits beautifully back into itself. Has a little lanyard to help you carry it around. And it's just the absolute perfect size, where it's just as much a usefully sized umbrella as it is packable and small. So this is the perfect little travel umbrella for me. I've been using it constantly. Next up, I've been using these for years too. And this is a little locking micro beaner from Nite. If you look at it up close, you can see it's like an S carabiner, and it has 2 sides that you can use to attach things to. And then you have this little lock mechanism in the middle where when you turn it, then this locks. And in addition to be useful, I use these on my keychains. I use them for anything I need to use, as opposed to one of those little O-rings that you put keys on to attach things to your bag or put something on a key ring. You can use this instead, and it locks, and it's so small and nice. And the additional benefit it gives you is that if you have something like a bag and you don't want to use a TSA lock, but you want to secure your stuff, as long as you have a double zipper pull, you can put one on the one zipper pull and then attach the other one. And then you can lock this. And now, because of these little locking microbeaners, no one can get into your bag instead of using a TSA lock. They'd have to sit there and undo this and undo everything, and it wouldn't really be possible. So it's just a nice little theft deterrent to use on any bag. So it's always a good use case for this thing. I typically just use it for like my keychains and stuff like that, and to attach things to the outside of a bag because they're so small, portable, lockable. But it is really nice to know if you're going somewhere prone to pickpockets that you could absolutely use this for that. So these little microbeaners are so cheap. I think it's like $5 or $6 for like 2 of them or something. And I just keep a ton of them around the house, and I use them for all types of things. Really, really great, super necessary in my world, little tiny travel accessory. Something new that I've fallen in love with are these little data blockers. Because if you didn't know, and I didn't know this until the last year or so, if you plug in the power on your phone to any sort of like public power source, like let's say you're in the airport, you're in a hotel, you're on the airplane. Technically, if there's a data signal in that port, when you unlock your phone, anyone that's on that network of power ports could get access to the files and stuff on your phone. So a way to block that is to plug into one of these little adapters here that are called data blockers. And the one goes USB-C to USB-C, the other one goes USB-C to USB-A. And since a lot of public ports are USB-A, I use this one even more. And what it does is they've removed the data signal from these adapters. I think they just like filed them off or something, so it's just the power signal. And that means no one could get access to your data. And what's nice is this on its own just functions as a power adapter to use USB-C to USB-A. So it's even useful as that. And then you also have that thing where you got the security with them. So if you're plugging into any kind of public power source with USB-A or USB-C, you can make sure that no one can get data signals from your devices. And in addition to that, it's also really useful if you're plugging into a power source into your friend's car, into an Uber, into someone's computer, and you don't want them to have access to your text messages or anything private on your phone or anything to pop up on the screen. This allows you to just get the power signal instead of the data signal. They're super cheap, really useful, and I highly suggest you throw these into your tech kit because I've really found myself using these often. Next up, we have the ever-present Humangear Spork. I love this thing. This comes with me on 100% of trips. I forgot it once when I went to Delray Beach and I really regretted it. I ended up having to use the stirrer sticks in the hotel room and make makeshift chopsticks using them, which was absolutely horrible. I wanted to eat my pad thai and I didn't have any silverware in the room and they forgot to give it to me. So I had to use that terrible method to eat my food or just act like an animal and eat it with my hands, which I also did. But this is such a lightweight thing, fits into any bag, and you have a spork. So you have a fork, a spoon, and the edge of the fork has a slight edge to it. It's tapered off a little bit so you can use it to cut softer things. Super lightweight, really useful, and then you always have a way to eat stuff even if they forgot to give you silverware. Then my flashlight of choice that I always bring on travel is the Wuben G5. I got this yellow version, I really love it. And not only do you have a nice little flashlight in here with a lot of different lumen levels and modes that you control with this little dial here, get brighter or softer. You also have a really cool RGB mode, so you get all these cool colors as well if you just want something a little bit more fun and funky. It's so small, it's about the size of a Zippo lighter, and you have this little clip that's rotatable, so if you wanted to put this on the brim of a hat and use it as a headlamp, you also have a rotatable head on it, so you can point it in any direction you want. And it's just an amazing little lightweight flashlight from Wuben, really useful little guy to throw in any bag, super nice to have on you. Then I have the Rolling Square TAU, which is my little emergency power bank. I think this only has like 2,500 milliamp hours, correct me if I'm wrong, it's under 5,000, and it's not going to charge your phone to full, but this is the perfect little emergency battery to put on your keychain or to throw in a bag or a tech pouch. And what I use this for is when I'm going out for the night, when I'm traveling, and I know I'm going to need to call an Uber back to the hotel. This is the perfect thing in case my phone runs out of juice. It can get me just enough to get an Uber, contact someone in an emergency. It has a little loop on the top if you want to use it on a keychain, and then when you undo it, you have a lightning end, which I wish they would do an updated version because I don't have any lightning devices anymore. I would find it more useful to have any other sort of port here, maybe like a USB-A. And then the other one's a USB-C, which I do use for my phone, and it's easy to plug that in. And then when you want to snap it back in, you can just snap this top back on. And you can easily put this onto a keychain. And they do have a proprietary charger, which originally I was a little bit annoyed by, but you can also charge it via the USB-C, so it's totally fine. And then they also give you a little QR code so that if someone finds this, they can get it back to you. So it's the perfect little emergency charger, and I always bring this with me. And then the last thing is just a notebook. You know me, I always bring a notebook. And obviously you don't have to bring this exact notebook setup. This says Practical Dreamer on the front. I bought this leather notebook cover off an Etsy seller and I had them customize it. Really nice that it has this big leather strap that you can close it up with. I also have my CountyCom Embassy pen in Ultem attached to it. And it also comes with some sketchbooks as well as notebooks that you can use for it. I just have my little picture of an owl that I drew the other day. But what I really wanted to talk about here is my Field Notes notebooks. You know me, you're probably sick of hearing about it, but I bring Field Notes notebooks with me everywhere. I throw them in my pocket. I throw them in every single bag. Always nice to have a place to write things down, sketch, write lists, journal, doodle, whatever you want to do. You have a notebook, perfect size. I love these National Parks version. And you can get 10% off if you use coupon code VisionSwell and the link in the description below. So this little note-taking setup is absolutely perfect for me. I have the pen, I have a notebook, I have a sketchbook, and I have the leather cover.
that I can then wrap up, cinch it down, and I have absolutely everything I need. So these 11 items come with me on nearly every trip. I personally consider them travel essentials. What are some tiny travel essentials that you use? Let me know. Leave a comment below and we can definitely talk about it. This isn't an all-inclusive list of everything tiny I bring with me. Obviously, I have med kits, tech, and other stuff. But these are 11 items that are unique to themselves that I almost always bring on trips. I consider them travel essentials. They're all inexpensive. They're all super useful. And I highly suggest you pick up any of them. Thank you as always for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and watching in general. Please enable notifications so that you don't miss anything. And with all that being said, I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.